I know what happened. And people are telling us it didn't happen. So, I mean, I would never think that we live in an age where people say, are you going to believe your lying eyes or me?
Yeah.
So that's where we are. And I believe some members didn't understand the significance of an endorsement. There are possibly 2 Supreme Court nominees that could come before the next president. We know what the other 3 nominees did. We had Janice come. There are so many things besides a president that's attached to an endorsement. It's not just the individual, it's the policies, it's the appointments, it's the future. It could shape us for the next 50 years. I won't be around. It won't affect me. But I don't want anybody to say, you know what, Gregory Floyd had an opportunity to do something and he stood silent. So when I come with conviction, I know what I'm making an endorsement about, and I know why I'm doing it, and I can explain my point. So if I have everybody lined up against me, I'll get in the room, and I won't leave that room till I explain my point. Maybe I'll change one mind, maybe I'll change 2, but I am going to explain my point, why I did it.
That is so well said. I mean, and everyone can hear from your accent that you are a New Yorker. You're a New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker.
Donald Trump's a New Yorker. He's from Queens. What do you
I'm from
make of
Queens, too.
What do you make of the fact that, at least in my experience, the people who are the most opposed to him fundamentally are New Yorkers? What do you think that's about?
What's that about? Okay, I'll tell you what it's about. We know who he is. We grew up. I grew up in the age of Central Park. I know Yusef Salaam, the Central Park 5. I knew what they went through, and when it was proven that they were innocent, Donald Trump continued to this day to persecute them. He's a persecutor. He continues to this day to persecute them, even though they've been found innocent and the evidence said they didn't do it. And when you look at that and you know what happened in 1989 with these young men, and they look no different than I, in the same city as I, except I didn't grow up in Manhattan, I wasn't in Central Park. It could have been me if I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I understand who he is. When he talks about Barack Obama wasn't born here in birtherism, he's talking about me. Anything he says, that I know he's talking about me. And if I go along with it, I dishonor my parents and everyone who came before me. So when you tell me that we're New Yorkers and why we're opposed to him, because we know who he is.
Yeah. And I mean, you talk about his mistreatment of workers all happened in New York. I mean, and he's bragged with Elon Musk. He laughed about the idea of Elon Musk being the best at firing people. It is amazing to me that any working person would be for him. And it blows my mind.
Because it's not happening to them. It's far removed. These are people that I never see. It's not my problem. I turn my back until it becomes your problem. And then they'll come and say, well, why did you endorse this man? You know he wasn't for us. And I said, but this is what you wanted us to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to tell people what the right thing is.
Gregory Floyd, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Teamsters Local 237 President Gregory Floyd. Thank you. That's tonight's Reidout. All in with Chris A starts now.